Uh, Actually, India experiences a malnutrition burden among its population. Uh, as far as my personal experience dealing with my school children is concerned, I think that causes of malnutrition include inappropriate dietary choices, a low-income group people, difficulty of obtaining food, and various physical and mental health conditions. I have seen in my school that many students, especially girl students, are suffering from malnutrition, anemia, and underweight. As a result, they can't concentrate on their studies, and it has a profound impact on their ability to grow, learn, and thrive.
Krishnapur High School in Badon took some positive steps to address severe acute malnutrition, which is led by Headmaster SOUMEN KONAR. In this third RASHTRIYA POSHAN month, which is celebrated from 7 September to 30 September 2020, and which is conceived by Niti Aayog, Government of India, in 2018, inaugurated by PM Modi, we from Sri Joydip ASHRAM GYAN Yoga Training and Research Center is happy to present Krishnapur High School as a success story on addressing thoughtfully the problem of severe acute malnutrition in children.
Welcome to the very interesting POSHAN month. In this month, we are talking about nutrition across India and how exactly it is working. So today we have with us the headmaster of Krishnapur High School, Mr. SOUMEN KONAR, and he is a success story on nutrition. So he has done some steps, innovative steps to address severe malnutrition, and he has been very successful about it. So, Mr. Kunar, can you say something about yourself?
Yes, I'm SOUMEN KONAR, headmaster of Krishnapur High School in Purbo Bardhaman in West Bengal district. West Bengal.
Okay. So,
good evening to all. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Of handling this nutrition problem on its facility based and its community based. So this is like increasing the facility. So tell me something about it. How did you came to this? What is this? Whether this could be this kind of practices which you did, which actually helped a lot of childs to have addressed the nutrition problem. Can it be replicated on other parts of India?
Actually, India experiences a malnutrition burden among its population. As far as my personal experience dealing with my school children is concerned, I think that causes of malnutrition include inappropriate dietary choices, a low-income group people, difficulty of obtaining food, and various physical and mental health conditions. I have seen in my school that many students, especially girl students, are suffering from malnutrition, anemia, and underweight. As a result, they can't concentrate on their studies, and it has a profound impact on their ability to grow, learn, and thrive. Here lies the importance of midday meal scheme in schools, which has been providing effective to an extent. As a teacher as well as headmaster of a school, I with my colleagues used to provide our students with iron tablets and medicines for preventing worms that cause health hazards. With very little financial limitations, we try to provide them with cooked meals that have nutritious values, such as we provide them soybean, green vegetables, eggs. Besides this, we keep visual to health and hygiene conditions also for my students. They are asked to wash hands and plates before their meals. They are also instructed to cut nails, hair, and emphasis is given on cleanliness. Because I think only consuming nutritious, balanced food may not yield the desired results of combating malnutrition unless the children are educated about the importance of hygiene and cleanliness. That's why we're trying to ensure that clean drinking water is available for our students at all times. It is very important. All school authorities should keep vigilant on this, because I think in unhygienic surroundings, food consumed by unclean hands and contaminated water may lead to infections, thus negating of nutritious food. The aim should be to inculcate students about their good health and hygiene practices, which they can pass on to their families and as well as to communities. This is the basic criteria which I think of maintaining our good lifestyle. So I think this model can be replicated to other parts of our countries and in all schools also.
Very good. So let me rephrase what you said. You say that what exactly you in your school is doing is a kind of holistic solutions towards malnutrition. Means you are trying out many things. You are giving iron tablet, you are giving them medicine to reduce the worms, you are giving different other things to, and you are giving also different understanding about hygiene, about health, that the children can address it holistically. It's not just the midday meal, but there is a lot of attachment to it, which is you are doing for addressing severe acute malnutrition, right? Now there is another question. We are going to these times of global pandemic, right? And there is, how do you think that nutrition, the relation between malnutrition and infection, so do you think the people who have not that kind of nutritious food are more susceptible to infection and are more susceptible to the COVID infection more specifically? Or what is the interrelation you see? Do you see that there is an interrelation between nutrition and infection?
Actually, malnutrition can lead to serious health issues such as stunted growth, eye problems, diabetics, and heart diseases. It affects millions of people. Uh, India is a home of 46.6 million stunted children, a third world total of global nutrition. This is very vital, as we find in a report in 2018. Nearly half of under 5 children mortality in India attributable to undernutrition. How serious is it? It is important that children receive proper nutritional support right from their birth through adolescence, as it has a profound impact on their ability to grow, learn, and thrive. Unless nutrition is provided, their immunity system may not be developed. It might be affected seriously, and that may cause a huge infection that leads to infection in them. In this present global pandemic situation, to combat Corona-19 viruses, the expert, what we have learned from various medical experts, who also, the experts of who, they say that about taking medicine, they say about taking vitamins and nutritious food that can combat the disease. Then it is obvious that nutritious food is necessary for immunity, for increasing immunity power. It is clear to all that malnutrition is one of the causes that lead to huge growth of infection in our country. At least I think so.
Great. So let me rephrase what you said. One of the very interesting points you said, the report on 2018, you said that one of the biggest cause of child mortality is malnutrition. Under 5, child mortality is malnutrition. And you also say that having a good nutrition helps child to develop immunity. So that immunity also helps them to fight infection, not only infection, different other kinds of diseases. This is a very interesting fact. Now, coming from forward to it, what I want to ask is that how do you think this cooked midday meal, how do you think that home cooked diet, you provide cooked midday meal in the schools, and what is the role of, because today you have fast food, you have different kind of food outlets, so people normally doesn't take home cooked food. And what do you think should be the percentage of people or the child should take home cooked food? Because India, you have such variety of dishes, you have so many different types of food and variety of dishes. So my question is, what do you think home cooked food should be, and how exactly the role of home cooked food should be played? Like should in your school, do you encourage the mothers and the parents to to focus on home cooked food? What is your take on it?
Children learn many things from school and inculcate good habits and manners in school, which they cannot from their parents or at home. I have seen that different students are averse to take different types of particular vegetables, such as one student, I don't eat that ladies finger. That type of comments we used to accustomed to listen from our students. But when we cook, as for example, ladies' finger on a particular day, they all together with their friends take that type of vegetable and used to eat with friends, and they gradually accustomed to eat such vegetable. When we meet with their mothers at guardian meeting, very often we call their mothers in guardian meeting. They used to tell us about their students that, sir, my son or my daughter doesn't eat ladies' finger at home, but when cook here and my son used to eat here, they now accustomed to eat at home also. So sometimes we tell our midday meal cook to cook mixed vegetables with dal and fried eggs with dal. This is delicious food, which many guardians cannot generally prepare. Very easily it can be prepared, but they don't know. They sometimes prepare spicy food also. But in schools, the students, what I have heard and I have seen that they eat with satisfaction, with all friends. I keep visual to cooking also, the procedure of cooking. I tell my several cooks to prepare that vegetables very tasty with so that it may be a tasteful food. As it has good taste, the students insist their mothers to follow the school food diet. This is also success on the part of school. So school, I think, has a vital role to play, and the role of awareness of food diet also. That such vegetables have such ingredients, vitamins, minerals, protein, carbohydrates, etc., etc. And it must be an awareness program that if you take such food, you will be physically fit. So this must be done on part of school authorities, along with food. We used to learn our students the necessity of taking nutritious food, and particularly that food which have nutritious value. The school always plays a vital role in that matter.
Great, great. So what you are saying is that your school, the kind of food you made on the school, the cooks, the kind of food they made actually inspired the students. If I rephrase it correctly, then actually inspired the students to move towards home cooked food. That means they found that food very tasty, and they went back to their guardian, to their cook, and they asked their mother to prepare that kind of food. So in a way, you are actually creating a good food habits. By giving them good food, they are actually creating. The school is also helping to go and the children to look for home cooked food instead of fast food which is available in streets. So that's a beautiful thing. What you said is very inspiring, that if you make good home cooked food in the cooked midday meal, then this itself has a chain reaction. That means when the students want home cooked food, we don't want to go to the street, and we don't want to take this fast food. So that's a good thing. That helps them to improve their nutrition in future. That also helps them, according to you, that helps them if the nutrition is improved, then it also helps them to fight infections of different kind. And in these times of global pandemic, malnutrition, fighting malnutrition very important. Today, this month from 7th September to 30th September, across India, we are celebrating POSHAN month. The government is celebrating the POSHAN month, and that's where we are creating awareness about nutrition across India. I mean, there was a lot of programs, events, everything is done. So on that context, I want to ask another thing, because I have done some yoga programs on your school, and this would be my last question. I want to ask that if your students was introduced to yoga, and if they does yoga, have you seen them that there is, we have seen on our students that they starts avoiding, even students who started avoiding non-vegetarian food, they become completely vegetarian, they start taking nutritious food. We have seen in the students. So while your students were practicing yoga, or what the yoga we have introduced, have you seen them that they practicing yoga itself makes them oriented towards taking more nutritious food rather than taking junk food? So do you see these tendencies developing in your students?
This you want to know about the relation of practicing yoga
and nutrition,
with food habits. Obviously, yoga plays an important role in student life. Yoga can make the children physically fit and mentally alert. Only taking nutritious meal cannot help them keeping fit. If they practice yoga regularly and take nutritious food, or what you say, subtake food, after deserting spicy food, they themselves can feel the good. They will be physically fit. They will be healthy. It is obvious, and the school should play an important part to make them aware about taking nutritious food, as well as we forbid them not to take any spicy food or food that may jeopardize their health. And regular exercise can keep them mentally alert also. So yoga is very, very important in school life. I encourage my students to play regularly and to practice yoga at home.
Great. So it was a great interaction to learn about the whole process of this, because this is POSHAN month, and across India, different schools and different institutions are actually creating awareness about the role of nutrition and how it plays a very important, how is it a very important factor in having good health, fitness. And in these times of global pandemic, when health has become very important, I mean, when we are having this kind of situation where the healthcare system is very stressed, I think nutrition is very important. And nutrition, as you say, one of the very important institutions these days with the midday meal scheme, the children nutrition, the schools plays a great role, and I appreciate your role, not only to just give to the food and the nutrition, but also to create awareness. That means what you are doing is a great job. That means you are giving them iron tablet, you are giving them things how they can actually go and stop the worms. So you are going towards more holistic nutrition practices. One, we can say you are also doing something which is very good, trying to create more awareness on the guardians, on the importance of home cooked food, or creating a kind of what you say as a benchmark, that while your cooked people actually make very good food themselves, the children goes back to the home and they ask for those home cooked food. So overall, this is, because the schools plays a very big role on children nutrition. And if you have students, if you have in the childhood, if a person was given nutritious food, if he is developing properly, then obviously on the later years of his life he would be healthy, because that was the growing time. If that there he gets a kind of nutritious food and he's not facing malnutrition, it will play, as you said, a great role overall. That means it will develop the child intellect, he will have more maturity, he will have a strong body, he will have a strong mind. So overall, this is big thing. Nutrition plays a great role. And I thank you for joining this session on the account of Poshan Month celebration. Thank you very much for joining.